The story starts in class with a quiet boy named Akira reading alone. Nanase asks if he likes Isekai stories. Akira says he just reads whatever he can get for free. He overhears some girls saying they didn't even know he was in their class. Suddenly, a glowing portal opens above everyone, and the entire class is teleported away. They appear in a huge throne room. A man named Chamberlain tells them to stay quiet because the king is about to speak. The king explains they are now in the kingdom of Raretice, the biggest human nation, and demons are attacking. He says only a hero summoned from another world can kill the demon lord. Akira instantly recognizes this is exactly like every isekai he has ever read. Chamberlain brings out a crystal ball. Everyone has to put their hand on it and think status so the whole room can see their stats. One student is upset he isn't the hero, gets told his stats are still above average, and he can become famous by helping the real hero. Akira steps up. The crystal labels him assassin. Nanase quietly says it actually suits him because nobody ever notices him. Next boy, Sodto, gets the hero title. His attack stat is so high, Chamberlain freaks out, and everyone cheers. But Akira looks at his own hidden numbers and realizes his stats are way higher than the supposed hero. He immediately smells something is wrong. Not trusting the king, Akira activates his skill Conceal Presence and turns completely invisible right there in the throne room so nobody sees his real power. That night, Chamberlain tells the class to rest. Akira spots hidden cameras in the rooms and knows they're being watched. He sneaks out, jumps onto the castle roof, and confirms this is really another world. While hiding, he overhears the king and princess. The king asks if the plan is on track. The princess says the summoned kids come from a world with no magic, so they won't cause trouble, and orders the archives kept away from them. Akira stands right behind the king with a perfect chance to end him, but decides not to and leaves. Next day, the whole class is ready to fight for the king. Santo says everyone got stronger overnight and wants to serve the kingdom. They meet Knight Commander Saran, who will train them for 1 month before a dungeon test. While the others train normally, Akira keeps investigating. Saran suddenly spots him even though Conceal Presence is active. He explains the skill has a time limit and his special eyes can see heat. Saran says he won't tell the king and offers to train Akira in exchange for stories about Earth. During training, Saran explains class levels only rise by killing monsters, but skills can be raised with practice. He also tells Akira about elves and beast folk living on other continents. Gillis complains Saran is only training Akira. Saran reveals Akira's Conceal Presence is maxed, something only the very first hero ever achieved. Later, Akira brings Saran a hidden book from the archives that Saran himself wrote. It says the king has gone mad, and the knights want a peaceful way to end his rule because they owe the royal family a huge debt. Akira says killing the king would be easier. He admits that on the first night he stood behind the king ready to strike but couldn't do it. Saran says that was the right choice because taking a life is heavy. 1 month passes. On the day of the dungeon test, a huge crowd comes to cheer the heroes. Akira notices one girl staring with hate. She says a lot was sacrificed to summon them and walks away. Inside the dungeon, the class starts strong but gets overwhelmed. Akira calls retreat. Saran clears a path with his divine sword. At the exit, they meet a minotaur. The smoke bomb meant to repel monsters actually makes them stronger. Someone sabotaged it. Akira and Saran fight the minotaur together. Saran uses lightning and Akira finishes it with shadow magic, almost losing control. Saran calms him down and later gives him a katana forged by the first hero that he stole from the royal armory. The hilt is written in Japanese only Akira can read, a message hoping the blade finds its true owner. That same night, the princess is cursing the entire class with crystals. Akira appears behind her and cuts the crystal in half. She stays silent and later opens a cabinet full of more crystals. Next morning, Saran is found dead, killed with Akira's dagger style. The king orders his arrest. Akira turns invisible and escapes. Gillis secretly tells him the king's assassins, the Night Ravens, did it, and Saran left instructions for him. Akira hides in the dungeon to level up. He fights a chimera boss, gets badly poisoned and wounded, but his shadow magic automatically heals him. He kills a slime and finds an elf girl named Amelia inside, barely alive. They both have the World Eyes skill. He takes care of her until she recovers and they continue deeper together. On floor 80, they fight a dragon boss. After defeating it, the dragon turns into a talking cat called Yoru, a creature made by the Demon Lord. Yoru says the Demon Lord is waiting specifically for Akira. Instead of killing it, Akira forms a familiar pact, linking their souls and saves its life. A teleport circle appears and sends them to the Elf Kingdom. Amelia's younger sister, Rose, immediately tries to execute her for an old, poisoning crime. Like if you're Team Akira, comment Shadow Gang for Part 2, subscribe, and let's keep going.